In the following video, we're going to look at the Databases and Multimedia tabs of your course LibGuide. Please note that we're currently looking at your professor's English 102 LibGuide. If you're in her English 101 class, you will have almost all the same links that are found in this video, with the exception of a few that I will note at the end. The first tab that we're going to look at is the Databases tab. When you click on the Databases tab, you'll have information about what a database is on the left-hand side, as well as how to properly conduct a search within not only a library database, but any library resource. Starting out, a database is basically just an online version through the library of resources that you would normally find in print through a library. So you search a library database in order to find things like journal articles, magazine articles, newspaper articles, sometimes entries out of books, but mostly think along the lines of articles. On this Databases tab, there are several different boxes. Each box represents a different kind of database that our library has access to. We'll highlight each one of these boxes. The first box that you'll encounter is the Controversial Issues and Viewpoint Databases box. These are databases that provide you with articles that take a stand, articles that try and sway you to believe something regarding a specific topic. All of them are great, but the two largest ones are the Opposing Viewpoints database and the SIRS database. I'll briefly show you each one. One of the things you'll notice is that many library resources have predictive searching. So if you start to type in your topic and you see it come up, you can just click on it and it will conduct the search for you. And here are the different types of results that it found. And there are several, but I'll highlight for you the fact that it found journal articles, magazines, statistics, newspaper articles, and a few other things as well. Some of the things I want to point out to you here. First of all, journal articles are the highest level of article writing. These are usually written by people who are experts in the field. Sometimes they conducted some type of a study and they're presenting their results to you. So if you can find journal articles, that's always a very high quality resource. There's nothing wrong with, say, a magazine or a newspaper article, but know that those are written more for the everyday reader like you or me. Viewpoint articles are helpful because those take an extremely clear stance on the topic. So you can click on any one of these links and go to that category of results, as I'm going to do right now with the viewpoint articles. And all of these are going to be articles that will take a very clear stand. Standardized testing is overrated. Here's how I'm working to change it in my state. That article is very clear in its intent. When you find something through the library's databases, just like all library resources, not only are you able to go in and read the source, but you can also click on the buttons to get a citation through this link right here where it says Cite. And do make sure that you're choosing the MLA style citation. Or you can go to the link that may say Send, Share, or Email, and you can email this item to yourself so that if you want to look at it again in the future, you don't have to recreate the search. SIRS Issues Researcher is set up in a very similar manner, but bear in mind, with all library databases, you're going to get different results from different databases. And what you may have just noticed is as I typed in my search, it gave me several different options. Standardized test, standardized testing. Believe it or not, typing in search terms in slightly different manners can actually produce different results. So don't be afraid to try multiple versions of the same search. Singular, plural, past tense, present tense, things along those lines. So here are all the results that were found with regards to a search for standardized tests. The next box down is the General Information Databases box. These are databases that are among our largest ones, and they can be used for virtually any topic in virtually any class. The two biggest databases that we have are the two labeled as best bets. That would be Academic OneFile and Academic Search Premier. No matter your topic, no matter your class, chances are you can find something on your topic in one of these or both of these databases. One thing you'll note is that they're made by a lot of the same companies. So as you go into different databases, you may notice that it looks similar to another database you've maybe used in the past. For example, Academic OneFile is made by the same company that makes the Opposing Viewpoints database, so it looks the same. The results will be different, but the screen layout will be the same. And one thing I will point out to you is that I've been doing a very basic search. I've been typing in just standardized tests. In library resources, when you want to build a more complex search, what you need to do is identify a few keywords and join them together with the word "and." So if you wanted information about how standardized tests impact special needs students, you could do a search like this, where I've joined standardized tests and special needs. And now all of the results that come back will include both of those search concepts. And as you can see, we found many journal articles, as well as magazine, newspaper articles, and a handful of entries out of books. While I'm not going to conduct a search in any of these three databases will provide you with articles strictly out of newspapers. That's why they're called our news databases. And lastly, you've got the Statistical Abstract of the United States. This database provides you with nothing but statistics. If you feel that would be helpful to you in a paper, go ahead and search this database. The results will come back to you in table format. As you can see, my search for testing brought up 13 results. If you see one that looks good to you, when you click on it, this is what the results list will look like. And as with all library resources, there will be an email button as well as a citation button. Bear in mind, these are just some of the databases that we think will be helpful to you. If you want to view a list of all the library's databases, you can click on this link that you see here on the left-hand side. On the Multimedia tab, you'll find Films on Demand and Canopy. These are the library's two streaming video services. If you'd like to watch an educational video on a topic that you're researching, try these first. One side note about Canopy. Before using Canopy, when you click on this link, you'll be prompted to create an account. The account with Canopy is free, and you create it using your school email address. With regards to Films on Demand, that step does not exist. When you click on it, it will take you in and you can start using Films on Demand. One of the things about the films in Films on Demand is they're all broken into segments. So you can go in and you can watch a full video, or you can watch just one segment from the video. The link to find all the segments from the video is over here on the right-hand side. Another nice feature with Films on Demand is all of the videos come with transcripts. So if you would like to read what's being said on the screen or directly quote it, you don't have to do any retyping. It's going to be over here on the left-hand side for you. And you can highlight it, copy it, and then place it in your paper where you feel appropriate. But of course, do cite that source, and there is a link for doing so through this link here. And then here is your share button. You'll notice that there are two drop-down menus beside the Databases tab and beside the Multimedia tab. Some of these are exclusive to only your Professor's 102 class, and some are also available to the 101 classes. Going through these, you'll notice for the English 102 students, there's a Literary Analysis Databases drop-down sub-tab. These are databases that you can use to research works of literature. So if you're researching a poem, a short story, or the author of that poem or short story, these are excellent databases to use, the top three being the biggest ones and your best bets. If you're looking for a poem or a short story in English 102, you'll notice that there's an online literature anthologies link as well, where you can find some sample poems and sample short stories. Under the Multimedia tab, there's a Sample Speeches sub-tab. This is available for both classes. And these are videos from Films on Demand or from Canopy that have sample speeches. For the 102 students, there is a tab with short story reenactments, videos that is, and then also videos of poetry readings. Thanks for watching.